Hi everyone, welcome to AB Analytica. In this video, we will see how to Dockerize a simple Python project. The requirements for this project is having Python with a version more than 3.6 and Docker installed in the local system. You can install Docker by going to Docker homepage, and from there you can find the link to download Docker and install it in your local system. I have created a very simple Python project called hello.py just to print hello world. Just run the application. So now we will see how to run this application in a Docker container. For that, first we have to build a Docker image. The blueprint for the image will be in a file called Dockerfile with capital D. And inside Dockerfile, we have to mention the dependency. For this project, our dependency is Python, and let's use a version 3.12. You can use whichever version you want. When the Docker image is built, the latest image for Python 3.12 will be downloaded from Docker Hub. Let's see Docker Hub. Docker Hub is Git, like a GitHub for Docker images. So you can find a lot of Docker images in Docker Hub. You can also post your Docker images to Docker Hub. So currently we are working on Python. So let's search for Python and version 3.12. Okay, it is going to GeoPython. Let's go back and search just Python. Okay, so as you can see, there are a lot of different versions of Python is available in the in Docker Hub. Let's go and search by tag. So currently we are planning to use 3.12. So currently like these many images are available for 3.12. If we go and pull Python 3.12 image, it will pull this image. It makes a Linux distribution with Python installed. So if we pull this image, it will come with a large Ubuntu kind of distribution of Linux. So instead of that, we can use slim models also. So if we pull this, it will uh, pull a smaller version of the image, which has a lighter distribution running on it. So you can see it from the size comparison itself. It is the compressed size is 45 MB here, and it is like it might run up to more than 1 GB for a full version. So let's use this image for our Python. And the next step is copying the files from local computer to the container. So for that we use copy command, copy, and first we have to give the source and then the destination. The source will be the current folder and destination will be the working directory in the container. Next step is we have to write the command which has to be run. So for that we have to write cmd, and after that we have to pass on the command separated by comma. So for example, this command, uh, this hello.python file we run by using python hello.py. So we have to use the same command, but this time it will be separated by comma. Now we can build the image by using Docker build. I will just type Docker here. I see I have Docker installed in my system, so that's why it is giving a lot of information about Docker. And I also have my Docker desktop. So I have removed all the containers and images and volumes from my machine. So we can see a lot of Docker commands here. Docker run, Docker accept, Docker ps, a lot of commands like this. So currently to build a Docker image, we will use this command. And then we have to give the de destination of the Docker file. So that is in the current directory. So we will just give dot. Okay. So I have not saved the file. So currently the Docker file is empty. We'll do the step again. So as you can see, now the Docker image is built. This is the key to the image. So you can see first step is from Docker. This version of Python was installed. And then the second step was copying from source to destination. And after that, the image generated is exported. And now when we run the image, this command will be executed. So now let's see the image. We can see the image by using Docker images. So currently, yeah, the image does not have any name or tag, nothing is there. The image ID is a hash. It is the same as this. The image also can be viewed in the Docker desktop. Now let's add a tag to the image. We will build it with -t. This to add a tag. Hello version 1. Since we have not made any change to the Docker file or the Python file, the image is identical. So the image will be renamed. We can again check the images. So currently we can see that the name of the image is hello and tag is version 1. In Docker desktop also the name and tag has been updated. Now let's run the image. So we can run by using the name and tag or by using the image ID. So now you can see the image has run. We can also use the ID of the image to run the image. We can either copy the entire image ID or we can just give the initial part of the image, like unless there is any conflict. So if there is any other image with the starting with 0, then this will not work. Then maybe I will have to give the unique first letters which identify an image. So this will also give the same output. We can run an image by clicking on the play button in Docker desktop also. So we can see it here. It has run and the output is hello world. And here we can see the containers. So every time we run an image, a container is created. So these are the containers which run during this exercise. We can see the containers in Docker CLI by using Docker PS. It will show only the active containers. So if we want to see all the containers, we can use, it will list all the containers including the active and the exited ones. In desktop also we can toggle between active containers and exited ones. I have modified the program to take in input from a user and then print hello and followed by the username. Let's run it. Now in the terminal, a prompt appears to enter the name. I will enter not world. So it's working fine. It's giving an output hello not world. Let's create a Docker file. Let's now create a Docker image. We don't have to change the Docker file because everything is same. We will name this image hello version 2. Okay, Docker build, and we have to give the location to the Docker file, that is dot, since the Docker file is in the current working directory. So Docker image starting with the C4 has been built. We can check the images. So Docker, this image is built now. We can see it in images. Version 2 is present here in images. Let's run this. Okay, so now it will give an end of file error because now we have to run the container in an interactive mode. So for that interactive mode, and we have to interact with the terminal. So we have to run it by giving I and I and T flags, minus IT C4. So now the container is running. We can see in the Docker desktop also currently one container is running. So these are the names which Docker assigns for each container, random names assigned by the container. So current container name is Peaceful Rosalind. We can actually give names to the containers as well. So in another terminal, we can do a Docker PS and see the current running container. Okay, let's go back to the container and give it a name. Okay, now let's remove the containers and images from the Docker. See, it can be done by going to images and then you can delete it in Docker desktop. Same for the containers, or we can do it by using command line. I prefer the command line method. So to remove an image, we can use docker remove rm I and followed by the image name hello v1. Okay, so currently some containers are using the image, so that's why we cannot remove the container unless like we can use a force remove. Instead, we will go and remove this container. Three a. So we can see, okay, there is this container which use hello version 1 So yeah, since the image is being used, it cannot be removed. We can remove the container by using Docker rm followed by the container name or ID. So now one container is removed. We can list all the container ID by using. So all containers can be removed by passing this the ID to Docker rm command. Now all containers are removed. Now let's remove all the images also. Same method. We will list the name of all Docker images. Now we can see all the Docker images and containers are removed. You can see that in the Docker desktop also. That's all in this video. In another video, we will discuss about more advanced concepts in Docker. If you like the video or learned something from the video, please click the like button. It means a lot to me. I will appreciate it if you follow the channel. You will not miss any updates. And also let me know your feedback in comments. See you in another video.